setup. Um, it doesn't really matter in case you're. I know. I don't know if you guys are into the game or not. Whoever's watching this. So I'm gonna be fishing with what's called semolina balls, and I'm gonna be looking for a smallmouth buffalo. The smallmouth buffalo is this little cute guy right here. It's like looks like a little pig, little piggy fish, and yeah, they like semolina balls, so I've got some for them. I completely forgot. I wanted to buy some more bloodworms. Okay, completely forgot. Actually, let me back out really quick and get some bloodworms because I wanted to try out a little bit of both, just to switch a little bit, see if they'd be interested in it. So we're gonna ignore all this stuff. We're going to buy some bloodworms, and we're going to head down to get some little pigfish. So if you haven't played this game, you definitely should. It is so relaxing. I've been addicted to this game. In just the past couple days, I've racked up nearly 15 hours of gameplay. It's insane. I love this game so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up my little rod stand here. And we're going to place it down. And we are going to cast. I think this might be a little long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten that a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's about the right depth. But we'll find out. So I'm going to cast this right over there. I'm going to reel it in a little bit. And we're going to set him down right there. And what I'm going to do, I love the rod holder because now I can take my second rod. And this one I can then cast right over here. And now we can just hang out and get some fish and just wait for them to come along. And now we relax. So I love this game. There are some fishing rods that are a little more active. They're called lure rods. There's just different types of rods that use different lures. And you can start reeling them in, and you kind of simulate a living object, species, critter, such as a worm or a tiny little fish. And you reel it in, pretending like you are a fish, and I think that's so fun and very cool. And I actually just picked up fishing in real life recently. I did it a little bit when I was a kid, but being able to do it now, because I have a little bit more freedom, is quite nice. I picked up a rod from Big Five, and I just went to the pier, because at piers you actually don't need a fishing license. Even though a fishing license is not that much, a fishing license is only about, where I live, about $50 to $60 per year. And I could buy that, but for some reason I have not. So I just been doing free fishing at the pier, which, saves me $60, but eventually I will want a fishing license so I can move off of the pier. And the biting in this game is usually a little quicker. So what this indicates to me is that something is off with my setup. Something I forgot to do is actually check the weather to figure out what the optimal times were. So I'm going to bring this guy back. So I'm going to reel him in. And I completely forgot to check the auto settings. Hopefully you guys can hear some stuff going on. Let me turn that up just a little bit maybe. Okay. Okay, that might be too loud. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm finished editing the video. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna skip to right here. So it says that little hump. That is what we call peak time. That is the peak time to go fishing, and that is what we will be doing. I feel like this may be a bit too long. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's just cast it and let's feel it out a little bit. Let's see what's going on out there. Now we'll do a slow retrieve. This is a rod that you actually just kind of you should let sit a little bit, but I'm bringing it in closer just so I have an easier time reeling the fish, because the farther out my rod is, the harder and the longer I'll have to reel in the fish. However, I think I just saw, I read a lot of the forum posts, because what's so cool about this game is that, we got a fish on, baby, we got a fish on. Fish on the line. Bring 'em in, baby, bring 'em in. Let's see what we got. Ooh, look at this little boy right here. Blacktail shiner. Okay, that's unfortunately not the fish I'm looking for, though. So we will keep going. And this bobber looks like it may need some love. So let me figure out what's going on over here. Maybe reposition it a little bit. And let's see. I got something on already. Wow, okay. That bell may be a little too annoying. So sorry for you guys trying to sleep at home. Or maybe you want to look away a little bit and I thought it was a buffalo for a second. I got so excited. Oh man, I got so excited for a second. Okay, let's swap out the bait. Let's see if maybe they like bloodworms. So let's just get it out there. And let's see what we can catch. So, how have you guys been doing? Have you been doing alright? Is everything going well in your life? Mine has been interesting. Some big stuff has happened, and life, it's intimidating. You realize how many opportunities you have. Whoops. Fish on, alright. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. We got two fish actually, okay. Let's do a quick swap. Let's see. Let's pull him in. Okay, now we gotta switch back. Don't lose other fish, Come on, get back. And bring him back in. Alright, let's try to get around this little debris here. Okay, we got through it. Alright, so we got a trophy, which is impressive. And then we got a sunfish. But again, not quite the fish I was hoping for. We're gonna go right out here again. And we'll just set that guy right in there. That's that part of the double rod. That's what kind of gets me excited sometimes. That's why I like using the double setup. You have some action. Yeah, there's a little bit of risk involved. Sometimes you may post up and you get your one rod going and you start reeling in, and then all of a sudden you got another one on, and it just adds the intensity of the game. Because it is good to have those moments. I can't just I do like relaxing games, but it is good to spice it up every now and then. So let's see what we got here. Nothing. Some more crappies. Or crappie, whatever you prefer. soon we may. Okay, that guy out there looked like either a bluegill or an elephant. So maybe, you know what? Let me try. Let me try getting out there. Let's see if I can hit where I saw that little guy jumping out there. Might have been a buffalo. Okay. Might have been a buffalo. May not have been. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? There we go. Unfortunately, in the video game world, we don't have to deal with dangling lines. Though, probably my least favorite downside of real life fishing is all of the line tangles and pretty much everything that comes before and after the actual fishing part. You know, I'm perfectly okay sitting there and not catching any fish. Like, there's plenty of days I go out and get no bites, nothing. And those days are fine to me. In fact, some of them are quite relaxing because I get to read my book while I'm out there fishing. But the days I dislike the least is when we get a huge bundle of tangles. Okay, let's see what we have here. This one doesn't feel like a buffalo. You can kind of tell by this one pattern there how jumpy they are. Yeah, not quite. Man, when will I catch this guy? Give me some buffalo. I think I see some action on our popper. Maybe. I see some movement to it. They haven't taken the popper yet, though. We are catching a lot on this casting rod. So once we pull this up, we're actually gonna move to a different spot. Oh, I think I lost that one. All right. So we're gonna take this guy up, and we're going to head back out, right across the lake over there, to where I have the other little popper. So we'll take a nice stroll through the park here. I do wish you could explore the maps a little bit more, but you kind of get stuck on there. There definitely are some things about this game that I would love to improve. For example, it's definitely a pay-to-win system. I have not paid for anything in the game. I am trying to do it free to play. However, I was playing with my friend, and we wanted to just hop on a boat, or even like we grinded really hard, and we got to the kayaks in the game, and we thought how exciting it would be to go on a kayak together. Just like that would be so cool. So we were like, yeah, let's go. It's kayaking time. So we get a kayak. The kayak says one passenger. So we thought this meant like in addition to the rider. So we get to the lake. We hop in the kayak. And it's only a one-person kayak. So we start doing our research, and then we learn that the first time you're able to have two-player casting, or like mix up my words, two-player boating, is either at level 87 or until you pay $30 for the DLC, which is absolutely homunculus, absolutely ridiculous, absolutely like that is crazy. That is legitimately crazy. You have to pay $30 to fish with your friends. max out my depths sometime. I'm still getting used to the depth system. So, I think I just need to try a couple different depths. Maybe I try. Okay, maybe try here. Okay, maybe that's too far. I don't know. That might be a little too much. But let me just see. See what happens there. There are some schools of thought where you just like, oh, we got something. Alright. Is this a buffalo? Let us see. I don't think so. It is not a buffalo. Let us try again. And then let's try out this guy. So let's reel it in just to give it a new home. Maybe out there a little bit. And we just keep on going. We keep fishing until we hopefully catch this buffalo. I actually do have to go get ready because I am going to hang out with a friend. But I really want this buffalo so badly. Let's wait for the bite. Let's wait for the bite. And we got it. Alright. Let's bring it in. Oh, I love this. Like, boom, 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 boom. No buffalo. Alright, and we head right back out. And there we go. Yeah, that depth may be a little too deep. I guess if it is that depth, we have to go a little deeper as well. Like, I don't know if I can go. So let's bring that down a little bit. And let's just get out there. And now we wait. It is 2 p.m., so it's not like I'm falling asleep or anything. I am slightly, though. I usually do fall asleep around. Oh. Okay, we got something. Some interesting nipples. Some movement. Some action. Little ting. We're waiting. Still waiting. It feels it. that's them down there. Yeah, that's them. Okay, let's go over there to them. Alright. We're coming. Alright, I see the guy down there, so we're gonna go over to him. And we're gonna catch this darn buffalo. The great thing about this game is everyone's usually pretty helpful. So I'm gonna go check out over there with him and see. If I can figure out. Okay, I think this is them over there. So they just got a buffalo. So in the chat you can see who's catching what. And this person, I think, just caught a buffalo. So we are running over here to figure out exactly what they did. We're gonna cast exactly where they cast. No. Okay. So I'm literally casting exactly where they cast. So I'm going right over there. Putting it in there. And I want to know what bait they used. Hopefully they tell me which bait. I can't really see it. Their length looks about the same as mine. That looks like a bloodworm on there. I think it's a bloodworm. Oh, I just got something. Alright, see what we got. No way. Is that? No. Why do I keep catching bluegill and sunfish? I'm so close. Pet food. Pet food. I don't have pet food. Deepest. Okay, he says deepest. Let's just go. Oh, that's right. They are bottom feeders, so I think this is probably the deepest right there, so this is always a little tricky to me because the map is a little, like I see this little divot over here, so maybe I aim for that spot. So maybe we aim, but then the other deepest part is, I feel like it's just right there, so let me try aiming for here. No way, if you catch a buffalo right now. No way, is that a buffalo? It's a catfish, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get all the way to the deepest part over there. Maybe I should get out of his way a little bit. I feel bad. It's usually not nice to be just like right up all in their area. Alright, we're going all the way out. Right next to a little sewer. And we're gonna hope that we can catch this buffalo. I think right over there is around the deepest part of the lake that I can find. catch something. Because the thing is, sometimes there are just days. There's just those days where it's a day where it's, you're catching stuff, and sometimes there's days where you're not catching stuff. So I'm glad they have that little variance, but I would love to be able to catch a buffalo right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here, right now. Baby, give me a buffalo. I really wanna know if I should go. Baby, give me a buffalo. I really need to know if I, baby, can get a buffalo. Please give me a buffalo. Oh no, there is no buffalo, baby. Give me a buffalo. Smallmouth. Oh, we got something on. Let's see. See what this is. Something juicy, something small, something with a mouth, and a fish that starts with the letter B. Let's see what this good. Crazy. Alright, we're just going deep. Just get me out there. These guys are bottom feeders. They love to feed on the bottom. I am a tad tired. I need to go to the gym today. I had to go do some errands today. To do some grocery shopping. So, but instead of doing all that, I am here fishing for a buffalo. This guy's getting some catfish. Alright. We got another fish on. Can this be the one we seek? Let us find out on today's episode of Is It a Buffalo? Nope. I'm going to the bottom, aren't I? I genuinely, I usually know how to read a map, I promise. But whatever I'm looking at now, I can't tell what is going on there. I think this bobber is in need of a diaper change. It is kind of nice to just fish with someone beside you. I wish I had pet food, but I don't. I could back out and get some, but I don't feel like it. They don't even eat pet food. Is this outdated or something? What's going on here? Like, the bait difference is so primarily a vegetation and organic matter, zooplankton larvae. Like, what's the deal here? We have semolina balls. We've got semolina on. Oh, he's looking at me. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. This might be it. This feels like a catfish. Pull. Let's see what we got. He's watching me. Is this it? No way, is that it? Ah. Not a buffalo. Dude, why can I just not catch this buffalo? I have semolina. Alright, we got another one. Semolina is a higher level bait though, so I don't think a level 10 has access to it. That's not a buffalo. I'm really trying to hit like a deep part here, but I can't get him. Looking for the, oh wait, that's 6 feet. I just realized it shows you the depth when you cast 6 feet. Alright, so we're gonna try out their advice and put on the pet food. And we're gonna try this area here. So let's go ahead and back up. And let's go and grab that pet food. Unfortunately, when you buy a license, it lasts for a while. And we are at the free location, so we can kind of hang out for quite a bit. So we are going to grab some of our pet food that we have back here and toss it in the bag, and then we will head back in. And okay, I only have about 10 more minutes before I have to go. So if we don't catch it here, then yeah, I'm gonna have to come back some other time. And I really don't. This is the starter lake, so it's usually not ideal to fish here, especially like it's not ideal for cash, but you'll try it. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the like right at the peak time. Let's get in there at peak and let's cast this sucker. Alright. Now get out there and catch me some buffalo, please. Maybe my hook, is my hook the right size? Okay. I have different hook sizes, so hopefully this works out, but let's cast all over here in the depths. And let's see what we catch. Alright, I've got 10 minutes. So come on, come on, come on. Let's catch us a buffalo. a bit too energetic for ASMR, but it's fishing. Fishing gets me hyped. Nothing. Alright, let's try out here. Is that 4.2 feet? 4.2 feet, that's how deep it is. So if I calculate the depth of 4.2 feet, I should be able to figure out how many inches to give onto my bobber. So let's go ahead and try to adjust it so that we can kind of be like just above. Do I already have something? I do. Alright, let's take him in. Now let's see what we got. Come on, buffalo. Come on, buffalo. Oh shoot! Sorry. I hope that didn't scare you. That was my email. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that, because I am just uploading it right away once I finish. So let's go ahead and adjust. Okay. So we have about 100 inches here, and then it should be just like right around there to reach the 4-foot depth. Is that about 4 feet? Kind of looks like it. Alright, let's go. Let's get out there. And let's try to catch a guy or a girl who was eaten or lost. So maybe the hook size is off. Do we need a different size hook, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, but we are going to turn down the audio just a little bit, and I'm going to check my resource again. B and F. Okay, let's get down to business. So they're a bottom feeder. I should be on the bottom, I think. Wait, okay, I think I can guess what I am catching, or like where my hook is based off what I'm catching. Because catfish and buffalo should be the primary bottom feeders in this lake. And if I'm not catching them, that means that something is wrong with my setup to where I'm not getting to the bottom, I think. So let me try to catch this. Please, I need the fish. Let's get down to business. Okay, maybe let's try like back at the water lilies over there. Oh man. Oh, got something on. Okay, this should be on the bottom, so this should be a catfish or a buffalo if I have my depths set properly. Oh no. Why do I keep catching sunfish? Something must be off with my setup. What's going on here? Let's try some semolina. So I'm looking at the come on. 79. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get to the bottom. So maybe let's do one just out towards there. Put them in. And then maybe let's do one. I don't know, maybe. Maybe we have to aim like out here. Because that looks like a pretty. Oh, okay. I want to do that. So if you're next to the rod, then you accidentally press the rod button. That can happen. Okay, let's aim. For right over there, it's a pretty deep area. And we got some pet food. I might switch over to semolina. And I'm just hoping I can catch something. Alright, we caught one. On here, let's see what we've got. Let's bring him in. Is this a buffalo? No, it is not. Maybe we go even deeper. Like deep, deep. Okay, that's pretty deep. That is pretty deep. Let's get even deeper, 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 deeper. Notice how my rod is just like floating on top. I feel like that's because the depth is just way too long. Meaning we'll probably have to adjust it. So let's adjust it. Alright, so yeah, the bobber is just way too heavy. Or sorry, I don't know, something's off. Usually when the bobber looks like that, I think it's because it's too long. I'm gonna guess it back out there and it should level down. There you go, just like that. I don't know. Doesn't look right. Why can I not catch this guy? Okay, I might try a 47-inch depth. Let's try that. Alright, this one feels a little different. It's not your normal fish. It's a catfish, alright. Oh boy. Alright, looks like I won't be catching. Wait, if that was a catfish, that should be a good area then. Got something else on. Let's grab it. Come on. Come on, please. this might be our last fish for the day. Yeah, this is gonna be our last one, so let's see what it is. This might be another catfish. It reels kind of like a catfish. Yeah, I think it's a catfish. No, it's a shiner. Alright, well, that is it for today. I am unsuccessful. And unfortunately, we will have to call that quits. So, thank you very much for watching. And maybe next time